Here at Apothecary 87, we like to make sure that we take good care of how we look. Bear is no different. Go on, make him look good. It's all about the grooming. Get behind those ears. It doesn't stop. Liam. Today is the first day that he's having to edit the vlog together, and I think it's harder than we want it to be. Is it hard?
It's just getting around the system and knowing exactly what to do. I'm not Scott. I'm no video expert. I'm gonna do it.
I'm no video expert. I can't help you. I've been learning MailChimp and Shopify. Whilst Liam...
What you gotta do?
Liam learns video editing. Oh, here it is. Oh, what's going on? Oh, speak of the devil.
Spooky.
Scott's ringing. Hey, hope, Scott! So Scott's phoned up to see how Grady's doing with the vlog, which obviously is a lot harder than we wanted it to be. So Grady is now having to talk with Scott, and Scott's talking him through, which is really good of him. But this is what we go for. Unfortunately, the vlog has to go out today. You know, we made a rule that it would go out every Monday, and yeah, it's 2:45 on Monday afternoon. So bad times. I'm in the photo studio again. Jimmy's just gone to get a pen and paper to make notes because we've got a Liam Oakes here who's come to give us some education on how to use these things that we don't know how to use, and then we're going to do some photos. So he's come to educate us for the day. If you have an interest in photography, check out his Instagram page and website, especially if you're a barber, because what do you do? Tell them what you do.
Hair and barber photography.
Oh, he's very good at it. I'm not saying that, you know, we taught you everything, but I set you on the right path.
This is where it all began.
In this studio. So yeah, do check out his work, and we're going to try and work out to use equipment and get some product shots done. Jimmy's going to make his notes. It's just gone 7:30, and as you guys can see, I am still in the office. We've just finished a very long overdue board meeting. We haven't had one for a while. So that went very well, very good. We've got a lot of plans together. Everybody knows what they're doing. And it was nice to sit down and actually kind of go back to the core of running a business. A lot of what I've done recently it's kind of been more of the doing rather than the running. And as much as I love that, sometimes it can take away from the important things. So staying a bit later tonight to look at the running side of things rather than the doing side of things with A87 was very useful. But I am done for the day-ish. I'm going to go home and get some food. I haven't decided what I'm going to do tonight. Wiper from Wiper Built has asked if I can go around and give him a hand, so hopefully I'll have some time to go and help him with the move into his brand new garage. If not tonight, then I shall definitely do another night, but I'm going to do my best. Anyway, I am going home now. I'm closing the office, so you guys leave me to it. Well, it is midnight, and that's me finally done for the night. Heading back home now. Quite nice to see Wiper taking some steps forward in his business. Been a really good friend for a long time now. possibly over a decade, which makes me feel really old. But it's great to see that he wants to do more than just go in the direction that's expected. You know, he wants to disrupt, for lack of a better word. He wants to make a splash, do things his way, and really show off what he can do with his business. So it's nice that he wants, me to be a part of that and help him out, because it's good to be in on a story like that. So I wish him all the best, and hopefully we'll see his new garage come into play soon. Me now, I'm gonna head home and probably go to sleep. Actually, it's gonna be an early night. I don't think for the past 2 weeks, I don't think I've gone to bed before about 2 a.m. Because of all the workload that I've been doing. But it's too late to kind of start on anything now. So I'm just gonna chill, I think. Get an early night. And then back into the office tomorrow, where I'm going to be doing more web building. Because it turns out it's not actually that hard. No, it's not easy, but I'm not the most computer literate person or technical person in that respect. So for me to have got as far as I have in the few hours that I've been working on it today, I'm going to have a website in no time. Anyway guys, good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. This is a message for Brian. I'm trying to build a website for Volstead here, and I don't know what I'm doing. I can't make the drop down menus work. There's instructions and it tells me how to make the drop down menus work, but they won't work. So the functionality of the website is now about 99% there. There's a few extra bits that I've got to do in terms of some of the plugins that we need, but the actual website itself seems to be functioning fine. I've got to go through, I've got to do the colours, which we need to have a creative meeting and talk about the colour chart that we're going to be using for it, and then what else am I going to do? Apart from that, then just add some photos in, and then it's ready to go live. I'm not going to put it live just yet because I do want to make sure it's perfect before we do go live, but it took me a day. I've never designed a website before. Mind blowing. I'm impressed with myself, whether you guys are or not, I am. So I'm going to reward myself with coffee. It's sad, but it's early in the morning, so I'm not going to have a whiskey yet. So I have just come out of a meeting with an old acquaintance from a company called Tiro Talent. Lisa, who runs the company, used to do our bookkeeping here, but runs her own staffing agency. One thing that we've been thinking of a lot recently is getting someone to come on the sales and account management side for A87. This has been like a real argument in my own head about whether or not it's something that we should do. And the reason for that is when you bring someone on in any kind of sales role, it's very hard to set any other KPIs and goals other than financial, because the job is sales. You're going out there to make money, so you have to be rewarded for making that money. But for Apothecary 87, it's not necessarily about making the money, it's making the right money with the right people and the right connections. Just going out there and selling a product isn't what we're about. So it's a bit of a tough one. But at the same time, some of the benefits of that sales and account management role is that we can up the level of service that we offer to our clients and liaise with them, talk to them, communicate with them, and everything else. make sure we're listening to their needs and wants, and really hone in on what we're doing. So it's a big kind of battle in my mind. So we were speaking to Lisa about the best way to do that. You know, do we look at getting a sales agent? Do we look at employing someone in account management and sales? How do we move forward? And I think the long and the short of it is we're going to look at both and see who we find for that role. And the right candidate, as we did when we were hiring for all the creative roles that we've hired for recently, we wanted creative applications. With this, we want to keep the innovation that the brand has, and we want people to put that into their applications. But we also want people to sell themselves. So I want to walk out of an interview where I think, shit, if I don't hire this person, my company's never going to be anything. That is a good salesperson, and someone who can find out my needs, my wants, and how to put things in place to make that happen. That is a good salesperson and account management. So let's see what we come up with. We might end up hiring, we might not, I don't know. If you think you're cut out for it, send in your creative application, sell yourself to us. Here at Apothecary 87, we like to make sure that we take good care of how we look. Bear is no different. Go on, make him look good. It's all about the grooming. Get behind those ears. It doesn't stop. This is definitely the way that best friends groom each other.
In Dogland it is. Just never ends, does it? Oh, fair.
Mr. Grady has asked for another marketing meeting with all three of us because now that Scott's left, we're going to have to tweak our plans and work out what else we're going to do. Here he is being weird.
Yeah.
So we're going to work out how not having Scott here is going to affect our plans, and what adjustments we have to make to the campaigns that we're plotting and planning. So you guys get to sit in, but not listen because it's secrets. How did the meeting
Yeah,
go?
it was good. It was good. I think everybody knows what they're doing, which, you know, you're doing everything with all your new skills and stuff. So.
Says video editing extraordinaire Liam Grady.
And excellent coffee and tea maker.
He is indeed. And now, are you going to finally throw those away from your desk?
No, I think we'll throw them away from my desk, but I'm going to take them home because I always forget wrapping paper at Christmas.
Hoarder. Hoarder. Jimmy was ordering some new ingredients and things the other day to have a mess around with and see what creations we can come up with to build in our laboratory. So, some of them have arrived. Now, I'm particularly interested in this bag of samples because it's got some really funky looking stuff. I actually don't know what Jimmy's been ordering, but there's some really interesting ingredients. Everything from lavender powder to orange and lemon peels. We've got activated charcoal, which is an incredibly popular ingredient at the moment in cosmetics, because activated charcoal actually absorbs a lot of impurities, dirt, and like just bad stuff. It absorbs it all. So that's one of the main trends at the moment. We were looking at using it about a year ago and something, decided against it. I don't know whether it was a good choice or a bad choice, because obviously with it being so popular, could have made the product sell really quickly, but at the same time we don't really like following trends, we like doing our own thing. Ooh, rose petal powder. Look at that. It's just a bag of very fine red powder, that would be quite cool. Peppermint extract. Jimmy, what have you been ordering? What are you making? Some loads of fruit powders. Lots of powders in here. Obviously we've got some oils, some very interesting oils in here. I'm kind of looking forward to having a play with some of this. Again, a lot of fruit oils. It's going to be exciting. I don't know what the plans. I know the products that Jimmy wanted to have a go at making. There's a list of about 6, I think, 6 or 7. But I'm not too sure how some of these are going to go into them. I guess I'm going to find out when you find out. Cool. Out again on a jog/walk with the boys. This is Bear's second walk of the day because he has a lot of energy. And I'm listening to my audiobook. It's Saturday. Content Inc. is the book that I've been listening to. And it's talking a lot about looking at what content you send out to your clients and making sure that you listen to their needs rather than sell what you think they need. This morning, it ties in really well. This morning before my jog with the boys, I was working a lot on analytics and reporting to attach to our e-commerce and social media. It's a huge part of what you do. If you don't know what you're doing in business, if you don't understand what the causes for certain things are, how it affects you and everything else, then how can you ever improve that? You know, it's kind of the 101, and it's something that a lot of people really don't think about as much as they should do. So, you know, it's an area that I'm building up as much as I can, because I really want to know everything about how people's minds work, so that I can create something that people really want. And you know, I think that should be the basics for any business. Anyway, enough of that. I'm going to stop walking. I've got my breath back. I'm going to start jogging again. So I'll catch you guys in a bit.